very good morning. Welcome to a messy Monday. I'm Scott Stanford. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 11,000 writers walked off the job back in May. Well, looks like we have a deal between those striking writers and the Hollywood studios.
After striking for 146 days, there's a tentative agreement on a new contract between the Writers Guild and the AMPTP, which represents the studios. In an email to members, the WGA says the deal is exceptional, with meaningful gains and protections for all members, thanks to the pain and uncertainty writers have endured for the past 5 months. Starting immediately, the WGA will stop picketing, though it's encouraging members to join actors on their picket lines. Language on the new contract still needs to be finalized, and then it'll go to members for a vote, so writers aren't returning to work just yet.
Jason Nathanson reporting. Come on, let's go. Let's get those nightly network shows churning again, huh? Kimmel, Fallon, Colbert. Guys, vacation's almost over. Wednesday news time, 7:31. Traffic and transit on the ones. Let's get you back out to the roads. Here's Karen Stewart.
The UN General Assembly is still in session. We may not have gridlock alert days like we did last week, but they're still working, so stay away from 34th through 59th Streets between 5th Avenue and the FDR Drive, unless it is absolutely necessary for you to be there. Right now, if you're heading out into Brooklyn, the inbound Gowanus BQE eastbound combination is very heavy, but from 20th Street to Atlantic Avenue only. The westbound side of the BQE is heavier. From Queens Boulevard down to Flushing Avenue, it's a very heavy ride. The westbound LIE is tied up into Woodhaven Boulevard from back of the Van Wyck, and the northbound side of the Van Wyck Expressway to Atlantic Avenue is also a very heavy ride. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. 25 at the George, 35 at the Lincoln, 30 at the inbound Holland. Still, all your Staten Island crossings have a 35-mile-an-hour weather-related speed restriction, and we still have the Gladstone branch of NJT suspended both ways between Gladstone and Burnsville due to overhead wire issues. The buses are cross-honoring. We're sponsored by the Barn Fern Traffic Tip Line, which you should call at 844-JAM-1010. Traffic and transit every 10 minutes around the clock. I'm Karen Stewart, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
I'm attorney Rich Barnes. If you've been in a car crash, choosing the right firm is crucial to get the help you need and the best result possible.
The Barnes Firm. Injury attorneys call 1-800-8-million.
Manhattan, Long Island. All right, let's get a check of the AccuWeather 4-day forecast. Meteorologist Dean DeVore. Dean, if this were November, we could be singing a little Guns N' Roses November Rain, but it's still September, so we can't.
Yeah, we can't do that, but and I always thought you were going to go with the, what if this were snow, right? And I've had that question too, right? But I don't even want to get there. It's bad enough. It is chilly, ugly rain as we turn the calendar to fall and get into this first full week of fall. The first couple of days are going to be mired under the influence of Ophelia, which is getting ready to spin its way off of the Jersey coast as we get into the afternoon. But it's not like it's going to exit quickly stage east. It's going to linger there, and like we're seeing right now and through the day, just constant light rain and drizzle. They could a little heavier at times, more flooding in poor drainage areas, ponding on roadways in places, and then this effect of the wind coming in offshore, or onshore, I should say, from the east is going to continue to create some coastal flooding issues with maybe some of the worst, up to moderate levels along the north shore of Long Island here in the afternoon and evening high tide cycle. Comforts at your discretion here about how heavy the jacket you need. Real feels are going to be in the low 50s as the temperature settles near 60 and holds here this afternoon. Down the 50s tonight, then back up in the low to mid 60s. Still some rain and drizzle tomorrow morning before we finally start to see some of the drier wind for Thursday and Friday, mid to upper 60s with some sunny breaks. Not full sunshine those days. 63 in the rain and drizzle, going down to 60. Now the allergy alert forecast brought to you by ENT&N Allergy Associates. Book your same-day appointment online today. The good news is this rain is keeping those pollen levels extremely low. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Dean DeVore, New York's weather station, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
Exergen thermometers are a top choice of medical professionals at highly ranked hospitals across the U.S. Accuracy matters, so make Exergen the chosen thermometer for your home and family.
Wednesday news time, 7:34. Residents in Farmingdale, Long Island continue to pay tribute and remember the 2 women who lost their lives in last week's bus crash in Orange County.
The wake for retired teacher and chaperone 77-year-old Beatrice Ferrari will happen this afternoon and evening here in Farmingdale. Her son-in-law says,
"We're all devastated. The whole family is We're deeply saddened.
Last night, 140 students spoke on Zoom about their memories of Ferrari and marching band director Gina Pelletieri, who also died in the crash last week. Ms. P, as she was called by the students, leaves behind a 2-year-old boy. Her funeral will be held on Thursday. The superintendent of Farmingdale Schools says the students who were injured are expected to make a full recovery, and districts across Long Island, including Huntington, are asking students to wear the color green on Tuesday to support the Farmingdale students and staff. Sophia Hall, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM in Farmingdale, Long Island.
Winds News Time 7:35 doesn't get better than free, right? Riders on the boroughs can now jump on MTA buses at no charge over the next 6 months.
We are going to see a free bus route in every single borough of this city.
Queens Assemblyman Zoran Mamdani said the free bus routes are the BX18 AB in the Bronx, the B60 in Brooklyn, the M16 in Manhattan, the Q4 in Queens, and on Staten Island, the S46 is free. The free bus routes were chosen based on things like overall ridership and fare evasion. Karen was waiting for a bus on Merrick Boulevard and 109th Avenue in Jamaica. She was overjoyed with the news.
Free's great. I'm sure the neighbors will enjoy it. They love it. It's another almost $3 in their pockets.
The free rides will likely continue for up to a year, and the cost, $15 million. Carol DeOria, 1010 Winds at 92.3 FM in Queens.
Hey, we've got ourselves a new headliner for the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah. Usher, baby.
Usher? Him too? I thought Usher. 1010 Winds Entertainment's next. We'll figure it out.
As a roofer, I don't have time to fail. Homeowners rely on me, so I rely on Beacon. Beacon's unique network of branches work together to get me what I need when I need it. Every branch working together. And with the Beacon Pro Plus app, I've got the brands I depend on, like Certainty Landmark Pro, right at my fingertips. And now through November, purchase Certainty with Beacon Pro Plus, web or app, and earn up to $750. Beacon, always building.
Hey, Winds family, if you heat your home with oil, you must hear this message. Larry Mullins here. Low-price home heating oil is now available to 1010 Winds listeners at a fixed price that you can save hundreds of dollars a year on your home heating bill. If you think you're paying too much to heat your home, then pick up your phone and dial 866-OIL-DEAL right now to see how much you, a loyal 1010 Winds listener, can save on heating oil. The Home Heating Oil Service Center is staffed 24/7, and mechanics are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to ensure your family is never left in the cold. Just dial 866-OIL-DEAL. That's 866-OIL-DEAL. The heating oil line is now open for 1010 Winds listeners. Think you're paying too much for your home heating oil service? Call the Home Heating Oil line now to see how much you can save on home heating costs this winter. Don't wait. There's no reason to pay too much for home heating oil. You can get the best service, 24-hour mechanics, and a low flat rate for this home heating season guaranteed. So call now, 866-OIL-DEAL. That's 866-OIL-DEAL.
Well, he's pretty much done it all, but now Usher can add Super Bowl headline to his list.
Usher.
Usher's headlining the Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show in Vegas. The 8-time Grammy winner made the announcement Sunday, mashing up clips from an old music video.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
The Super Bowl. How you know? I'm on set shooting the promo for it right now.
Apple recruited a bunch of other celebs and NFL players to make similar promos. And Usher won't have to go far either. He's got a residency called My Way that keeps selling out in Vegas. So will you watch? The Super Bowl set for February 11th on CBS.
That's correspondent Monica Ricks. I mean, Monica says Usher, so is it Usher or Ursher?
Yeah. Usher, baby.
All right, we'll go with Ursher.
Trying not to get a copyright strike here.
So Mean Girls was a movie that was turned into a Broadway show. Now the Broadway show is being turned into a movie. It's going to be coming out in theaters on January 12th. Tina Fey writes, she stars, and it's coming back. Mean Girls. We always love Mean Girls movie, don't we?
Hi, this is Dr. Brad Schaefer. As a podiatrist, I can tell you no two people's feet are alike, which is why I recommend Dr. Scholl's custom fit orthotic inserts. They're customized for your feet, so you get a unique solution your feet really need. Not just a one-size-fits-all insole. They're clinically proven to provide pain relief for achy feet, knees, lower back, plantar fasciitis.
Just gonna go through a few neighborhoods here for you guys. You never know. Oh, this is a one-way. I'm not gonna do it here.
Not gonna do it here. Hold on. That's the problem when driving through an unknown area. You never know when it's a one-way. All right, let's try this one. This is Cutler Street. Yep. We're on a commercial right now, so make sure you're subscribed. You never know what neighborhood I'll drive in when I listen to the news. Generally, I drive through the same route to get to work. Every now and then, I will mix it up a little bit. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you tune in to the Driving in the News videos. You never know. I might feature your neighborhood in one of these.
1010 wins.
All right, we got some more headlines.
You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good morning, 63 degrees at 7:40 on this Monday, September 25th. I'm Scott Stanford. Here's what's happening. We've got ourselves a messy start to the week. Raw, gusty wind, nice little messy mix. When does it end? We've got answers. With calls for New Jersey Senator Menendez to step down is apparently cranking things up with a re-election bid. The FDNY has now matched the number of firefighters who died on 9/11 with the number of deaths related to 9/11 illnesses 22 years later. Republicans in the House going to look to hold the first public hearings Thursday, looking into a President Biden impeachment. A 7-year space mission brings back samples from a 4.5 billion-year-old asteroid. Checking sports, everybody lost. Jets continue to go nowhere. Yanks eliminated from the playoffs. Mets lay down in Philly. AccuWeather, cruddy this morning. Dean DeVore's along in 2 minutes. Winds News Time 7:41. Traffic and transit on the ones. Let's get you back to the roads. Here's Karen Stewart.
All right, we got the UN General Assembly still in session. We may not have a gridlock alert day ahead of us today, but they're still in session. So avoid 34th through 59th Street between 5th Avenue and the FDR Drive. Overall, it's a lighter than normal morning rush hour. It's Yom Kippur today. Alternate side parking is suspended citywide. The meter rules, they are in effect. Staten Island Expressway, the accident eastbound of Toad Hill Road is Gonzville. The right lane that was blocked has been reopened. Hudson River Crossing, first the Staten Island River crossings all have a 35-mile-an-hour speed restriction because of the weather. The inbound GW Bridge is 25 minutes. The inbound Lincoln is 35, and the inbound Holland Tunnel has got a 30-minute delay. Disabled truck on the northbound Turnpike truck lanes at 13A blocks the right lane on the exit ramp. Westbound 78 express lanes east of exit 55 for Lyons Avenue in Newark. We got a spin out in the right lane there, and westbound 80 at exit 58 in Patterson. We've got an accident with the left and the center lanes blocked. The accident at Minnesink Road has been cleared away. Alternate side of the street, again, suspended today citywide. The meter rules, they apply. Our next report is 7:51. I'm Karen Stewart, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
All right, just another messy Monday. Ophelia hanging around. Meteorologist Dean DeVore, we give up. Make it stop, please.
Scott, don't worry. All of us in the weather office feel like everybody else. We're tired of this weather pattern, but it's not going away anytime soon. The center of circulation, what's left of Ophelia, this tropical rainstorm, the area of low pressure finally exits the New Jersey coast later on this morning into this afternoon, but it's not going far fast, so its influence is still with us today, tonight, into tomorrow. Continuing this what you see, what you get kind of attitude here in terms of the weather. Finally, we get some brightening, I think, Wednesday, Thursday, but there could be some more showers towards the end of the week, start of the weekend. Let's talk about the 4-day forecast ahead, 10 minutes away on New York's weather station, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
All right, thank you, Dino. Right now, we are at 63 degrees, 62 in Merrick, 59 in Bronxville. This past Friday, New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez was indicted on federal corruption charges. His fellow lawmakers are really not getting behind their colleague.
Calls for Senator Bob Menendez to resign have been growing.
I do believe that it is in the best interest for Senator Menendez to resign in this moment.
Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez joined others, including Governor Murphy, calling on the New Jersey senator to step down after Friday's federal indictment accusing Menendez and his wife of accepting bribes. U.S. Attorney Damian Williams.
In the form of cash, gold, home mortgage payments, a low-show or no-show job for Nadine Menendez.
Menendez isn't backing down and, in fact, is expected to announce plans to seek re-election. Congressman Andy Kim says he'll challenge him. Darius Ramsey's 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM in Jersey City.
Winds News Time 7:44 as we get you out the door on this Monday. A bar brawl in Queens turned deadly last night after spilling out onto the streets of Flushing. Things got ugly outside Kelly's Pub on 41st Avenue just before 10 p.m. Police say two guys in the brawl. One took out a knife. A 45-year-old man was stabbed in the head. He died at the hospital. The other stabbed 6 times in the back. He is in stable condition. Police trying to find out if these two stabbed each other in the fight. An assisted living center in Staten Island that was set to become a homeless shelter is now apparently set to house migrants there. New York State Senator Jessica Scarcella Spanton says the company called Homes for the Homeless really bears the brunt of the blame for this one.
Homes for the Homeless, I really think, is most at fault here because they had sent out a notice to the community residents in September of 2022, letting them know that they were going to be transitioning out of a senior living facility and that they were going to help these seniors find new housing.
And fast forward to 2023 when they dealt with the city to make a quick turnaround to become a homeless shelter to take in migrants. And Scarcella Spanton believes that not everything is on the up and up here. A hit-and-run driver who killed a man in the East Village last November has been caught. Police say they've arrested 37-year-old Michael Pruitt, who's accused of plowing into 55-year-old Lucas Jimenez Alberto after Jimenez Alberto left his shift at a nearby Ray's Pizza. Pruitt allegedly took off after hitting the father of 12 at the intersection of 3rd Avenue and Marks Place. It took place back on November 27th.
All right, guys, we're 16 minutes in. We're going to call it a video. Thank you so much for joining me on my commute to work on this rainy Monday, September 25th. Hopefully, I went up and down one of your neighborhoods. If not, stay tuned. You never know. I might show up in or I might feature your neighborhood. That sounds better. Showing up in your neighborhood sounds kind of stalky. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next Driving and the News.